So I have gotten Happy Mail. I think it's been like almost 3 weeks since the last time I streamed. I've gotten tons of Happy Mail. Bought a few things. Don't even remember everything I've purchased since the last time we've gotten together. But I do have some paints. Like this one. It's a Ceram Coat paint called Chocolate Cherry. And I found this. I'm trying to remember her YouTube name. It's P. What is it? What is it? Should have written that down when I got it. But she was doing some gel printing with this color, and it just looked really nice. So it's kind of it's chocolate cherry, so I guess it has a bit of a red undertone. And it's really hard to find. So I bought 2 bottles off of eBay. Because when I looked on Amazon at the time, they were like trying to charge $10 for 1 bottle. And I was like, that's not happening. So someone suggested I try eBay. And sure enough, it was on there. And I snagged the 2 bottles that they had. I'm just trying to find her name because I really want to tell you her page, because her page is P space OTAL. And she does some, I don't know if you can see that, she does some gel printing, a lot of experimenting, so that's nice. And then Patty Tully Parrish suggested I try Matisse Paint, their flow paint, because of the cell technique that I was using recently. She said they work really well, like the golden high flow acrylics. So I picked up. Unfortunately they weren't in the store, the Blick store, because I have a few close enough to me where I can just go up there. So I had to order them off the website, and so I ordered, and they're in big bottles too. The colors I really wanted, of course, were kind of expensive, but I bought the Flow in Mineral Blue, Mars Violet, and the Fluid in Southern Ocean Blue. So we'll swatch those. While I was at Blick, I picked up this bright aqua green. This is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it just really caught my eye. And then I also got the brilliant yellow green, because it kind of looked like the pistachio I have. And so I was just curious about that. And then Off-White, which I don't remember having. And then these were on clearance. They're chalk paints. So they were $3 in green. Trying to see if they have a name, a color name. Bamboo. This is Bamboo. And this is Vanity Blue. And also, I'm not going to swatch all of these. I'll probably just swatch the Matisse and the Ceramic Coat. And then I also want to take a look at these. I've never had any Malotau acrylic pens. So I've got Lilac Pastel. It's getting kind of dark, even for you guys on this picture here. Lilac Pastel and this is Petrol. Another blue. Oh, that's too bright. Give me a minute, guys. Not used to coming on at this time. So now I gotta get the lights right for you all. I have a couple of ring lights here. So, it's still daylight outside, but that always seems to throw things off for you guys. This is just a struggle. Hi, Eminem. How are you? I missed you coming in. Hope all is well. Oh, that's something on here. Let me pull this off. Ooh, running out of this stuff. Alrighty then. I'm going to turn that upside down. Guys, that is way too much. Hot in Atlanta. Oh, I used to live in Atlanta and I miss it so much. I was there for 14 years and I miss it so much. I more so miss, I had a Japanese meetup group. In Atlanta, and I really miss hanging out with that group of people. How long have you been in Atlanta? This stuff is stuck on here. What is that? I'm gonna try and get this done while I still have a little sunlight. Oh, okay. Was tired of the cold, or I usually don't do this, but I think I'm gonna wipe this plate clean because I don't have time for this. No. I don't do this often. When I don't have time to play games with this plate, I will. Or when I'm swatching. I'm going to do this when I'm swatching. I almost printed on the back of this. This is some random print I pulled from a palette plate, and I don't want to mess this up. I really like how this turned out. So, gotta keep that out of the way so I don't accidentally print on it. Okay, so the first one we're going to do is the Ceramic Coat. Scissors, where are you? Feels good to be back streaming. Feels good to be back doing anything besides cutting stencils. That was pretty intense the past 2 weeks. This kind of reminds me of the Grombacher color that I have. Uh-oh, I'm picking it up more than I'm putting it down. It looks like the unbleached titanium's coming off on it. Residue from I don't know what. Actually don't want to print on the back of this one, but too late. I already started. Okay. Have that clean. Let's try it again. Not so much pink this time, Jackie. Alrighty. There we go. That's a good layer. Okay. So yeah, I'm finally feeling a little relief from getting all the orders done. There's so many orders. It was so exciting to have so many people order from my Etsy shop. It was a little, not a little behind. I ended up getting quite a bit behind, and that's why I had to temporarily close the Etsy shop just so I could get caught up. Finally got the last one out. Yeah, that's a pretty color. Finally got the last one out. Trying to stock everything back up again so I can open up on Monday. Ceramic coat in chocolate cherry. Okay, that's a really pretty color. Kind of looks purple in a way, a really, really deep purple. So once we get these other 3 swatched, I'll pull out the swatch book and we'll see just how close to the other ones I have. This one was open when I got it. Don't know what that's about, but this is their fluid acrylic. I said this bottle is so big. Hope I like this color. Okay, so I see it separating already. Yep, a real pretty color. I think I probably already have something similar to it, but and if I'm honest, I accidentally bought it twice, so not paying attention. So I have 2 bottles of this. Maybe a lot of my work is going to have a lot of this color in it. Oh, that's recycled. do these colors so we can get to the good parts, which is the Happy Mail. And I just lost the top to this. This color is so pretty. This is Mineral Blue in the Flow. So I thought the flow was going to be like high flow, and the fluid was going to be like the fluid acrylics in Golden, but it's the opposite. The flow is more viscous than the fluid. It's good to know. This color is gorgeous. Hey Robin, the paint separates just because it has a higher content of like water, so it kind of the water gets repelled by the gel type of texture that the plate is made out of. So the higher the fluid, the water content in the paint, the more it's going to separate. So whether you add water to your paint when you put it on the plate, or whether it's a high flow acrylic from Golden, that's what causes it to separate. Oh my goodness, this color is amazing. And it goes wonderfully with this one. Look at that. Can you see that? Wonderful. Beautiful color. They had some other colors that I wanted to get, but one of them was like $40. I really wanted it too, but I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to really like these paints. I'm going to have to find the top to this, but for now, we'll put it right here. Oh, I got to write the name of this. Okay. So this is Mineral Blue by Matisse. Okay. Oh, I didn't write the name on this one. Southern Ocean Blue. Matisse Fluid. I put in parentheses, this is Flow. So yeah, Fluid is more fluid than Flow, which is opposite of Golden. Oh, there it is. Really didn't want to lose that. So this has a pop top. That's nice. So far I'm in love with these colors I picked for the flow. Welcome back, ladies. I'm back in business. Yes, I'm so happy. I was gonna go sit in a corner and cry if this didn't get together soon. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, does this have to be punctured? Oh, peeled the foil off with that other piece of plastic stuck on there. Ugh. Okay. That was dangerous. Yep, just swatching these 4 colors that I picked up from Blick. Well, 3 colors I picked up from Blick, and 1 I saw a fellow gel printer using. Elizabeth, her page is P space T. Ooh, I forgot it already. I think I still have it up here. P space OTAL. P Odal. P Odal. She does some gel printing over on her page. And saw her using this chocolate cherry and loved it. It's a really kind of dark purple. Kind of reminds me of the Purple Matter. And this one's kind of close to it too, but a little warmer. This kind of looks like not a plum, but the fig color. It looks like a fig. So a little lighter, but that definitely looks like a fig color to me. So that is Mars Violet, Matisse Flow. Very nice. Oh my goodness, this is just so matte. It's just amazing. All these are nice and matte. So there we are with that. 4 beautiful colors. Oh, you just uploaded a video, Peg, today? Or you used them during your Thursday stream? Work's been so hectic, I actually have to watch your stream like kind of during breaks at work. But it's been so hectic that I wasn't able to jump on this past Thursday. Let's see here. So we've got these as well. Shake them up a little bit. So this is nice pastel color. I'm going to say it was lilac pastel. What is it? Oh. So that's that one. I guess I was in like a, I don't know, into the purples, greens, and blues these past few weeks. Maybe I should start swatching my paint pens. It's a pretty color. Art every day. I'm trying to get disciplined in that peg. I actually want to try and wake up early in the morning. I'm not a morning person to begin with, but I want to wake up earlier and try to do like 30 minutes of something. 30 minutes of something a day. Okay, so this is like the slate gray in the slate gray in Posca. Let's see if I can find it really quickly. This is Petrol in Molotov. So let's see what the slate gray, which so far is my favorite Posca color. Oh, definitely enough difference to justify me being in love with both of them. This one has a noticeable gray tone to it compared to the other. I don't know if you can see that, but this is definitely a nice blue. And this one has the gray undertone to it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Don't you love when you just buy something on a whim and it works out? Slate gray. And Posca. All right, everyone. That was great. These colors are amazing. I love them, I love them, I love them. Definitely a fave. It's so matte. All right, so moving right along. Happy Mail. Glad you're on here with us, Peg, because I definitely have yours, which now this has me in debt to you by 2. Right there. That's you, Peg. Let's see. So when everything started going awry, I had gotten these 2 right here. I'm going to kind of cover up the addresses. Sorry. Where are my Post-its? Got my full, I think this might not be her actual address because she mails a lot. That might be a business address. She has this lady right here, young lady right here, has an Instagram that's like just mail art happiness. And she says she just happened to see my work online and is enjoying it. So I thought this was a really cute postcard. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just blow your mind? So cute. And does she have her Instagram on here? Let me look it up real quick. Nadia Reese. Ooh, that's That's not bringing up anything. So I'm going to have to search for her and then put a link to her Instagram below in the description box. And so this one's another one from Jody. And I don't know if this is necessarily gel printed, but we've got some wonderful color blocking on here in mark making. Thanks, Peg. And then Peg's came next. Got an envelope, some goodies in here. Ooh, I feel some texture. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. Ooh. Can you see this texture on here? Peg's postcard. That feels great. Ooh, these words. Are these rub-ons? Why are rub-ons so hard to find? Like, why did they ever stop really making them? I have a hard time using them, but I love rub-ons. They just don't seem to want to transfer for me. One lucky day, dream big, embrace imperfection, brightly seek the good, enjoy the journey from the heart. Ooh, this is wallpaper, isn't it? A wallpaper sample. Oh my goodness. Okay, Peg, so do you normally just adhere this to a surface, or do you use this to like make texture in paints, or use it on gel plates? How do you normally use the textured wallpaper? Dollar Tree has rub-ons? I will be over there tomorrow to take a look. Add these to my postcard collection. All right. Bring that up a bit. Oh, my postcard collection is looking so wonderful. So everyone, these are from Peg. These three are from Peg. That's a Patty Tully Parrish ATC. So let's put this one in here. I'm not doing back to back, so we'll go to this next page. I leave the paper on here for this very reason. I just like flipping through it on camera, and I don't want anybody's address to get caught on camera. And Peg's postcard. And I've got textured wallpaper. So exciting. Okay, so yeah, until too much paint builds up on there, and then we switch over to slapping it on something. Okay, so let's see here. We've got some blues, and not quite sure where the chocolate cherry should go, because it definitely has a purple tint to it, like the Mars Violet, only it's just like it's more opaque maybe. This is a twinge bit lighter, but they're so close that I would be willing to pick up either one of them randomly. So I am so happy I have nothing like this mineral blue. It is so nice and dark. And why do I have a hole right here? It's missing. Okay, so this is very much like the turquoise, turquoise, phthalo turquoise. So like this one, am I off the camera? This one right here is very similar. This one's a little brighter, I think, in color. But yeah, it's the closest one. This Stale Turquoise by Golden. It's very much like the Southern Ocean Blue. So put that right there. The Mineral Blue right there. So see the Purple Matter. Very much close to the Chocolate Cherry and the Mars Violet. This one's a little more red, I guess you can say. And that has the brown in there, the chocolate part. Very close. And of course, it also kind of falls close to the Violet Oxide. As you can see, I'm very much in love with this color because I have a lot of shades of it. Even though I have like violets, like true violets, I'm not drawn to them. It's definitely the muted violet, blue, red, deep, Mars Violet, Chocolate Cherry, Purple Matter, Violet Oxide. Those I'm in love with. Oh, and I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I don't know how I'm going to put these in here. Maybe I should make their own section if I'm going to swatch my paint pens. What do you guys think? Or should they just go ahead and just kind of be stuck in here? Because I think I'm going to start doing like what's on here on my table. The tone on tone. I like that. I like the look of the, I put a picture of it on Instagram. The yellow over the Dina Wakley olive looks really nice. And it blends in well with whatever this color is. I'm going to have to figure out what this color is right here. Because I want to make a color palette swatch for my color palette book. But we'll decide on this. I think I'll tuck these in a sleeve of their own. And we'll figure out from there. Don't worry, guys. That's not someone random. As you can see, he's in blue. That's my son. I don't know why he put that little eyeball up there. Sorry, have to get something to drink. Water. Hydrate. Move these paints out of the way. Onto the window sill. And next, okay guys, so I've been buying up a storm. Pandemic hasn't slowed me down. So, got my address on here. I've been sending things to P.O. Box, to my apartment, to my mom's house, everywhere. Nothing is slowing me down. Okay, so this package is, moving it upside down. This is from Rubber Moon, the moon in the maker. And I saw Sarah Matthews. She's one of the creators for Art Foamies. She was doing a video. She has a video out there. Her YouTube channel. Sarah. Ooh, I can't remember it. But I'll link it below. But she was doing some printing. And she used this as one of the elements she was printing with. So this is a Elizabeth St. Hilaire design. And I absolutely love it. And then I saw this because you can't go to a shop and just buy one thing. I'm surprised I just bought 2. I don't know how that happened. But this is just some little script. I'm a sucker for script stamps. And so, yeah. Little illegible script that I can stamp on. Yeah, I found the cap, Eminem. So that's that. Rubber Moon. So it's the same owners for Art Foamies, and I believe they're also the same owners of 100 Proof Press, which is their rubber stamp company as well. I'm not quite sure what the difference is. I think one may have been owned by her parents. Like 100 Proof Press might have been owned by her parents, and then she started Rubber Moon, and now she's the owner of Art Foamies. So yeah, 3 companies, all owned by the same person, I believe. Hey, Pam. Finished doing a little swatching, and now I'm opening up. I went through some postcards I got, and now I'm opening up some Happy Mail to myself. Some stamps from Rubber Moon that I saw Sarah Matthews. Well, I saw Sarah Matthews using this one, and then I just picked out this one up. And this is from Dee Dee Catron. So she also has a YouTube channel, and she either is the owner of Wow or co-owner or just a designer for them. But she came out with some washi tape. Yes, Peg. Sarah B. Me. Thank you. Jackson, would you please link Sarah B. Me's YouTube page in the chat? You're not going to get paid, sir. Other people got to do your job. Sarah B. Me. Miss Peg has put it in the chat for you. Find her YouTube channel. So, I bought the washi tape. And at first I was going to buy like 2 rolls. I'm like, no, stop doing that. Because as you can see, there's a lot on this roll. It's just like her mark making. And trying to find something to put this on where it wouldn't stick too much to it. And it repeats again after this. So look at that. Some of her semi writing, or that might actually be real text. Isn't that awesome? So yeah. Went there for the washi tape and ended up buying, of course, some more stuff. So this is, I guess these were stuck in there just as thank yous. They say thanks. And this is, these are masks. This is an interesting color. Never seen stencils look like this. Maybe that's from the cutting process. But, you know, some wonky shapes. Thought this was pretty cool. Just little circle with some writing that's on it. Cool, cool. So yeah, that's from Wow Studios. The stencils, I mean the matte mask and the stencils, and the washi tape. Yeah, I actually, yeah, I guess the plastic they get doesn't have a like a film over it, because when you laser cut, if you leave the film on, you won't get the burning on the actual plastic. So I guess their stencil material must not come with a film on it, which is not surprising, but nonetheless, what is it we have here? This is from Zandra. I ordered from her website, Paint and Paper Studios, I believe it is. So, it's been so long I don't remember what I ordered. Cute little wrapping paper. I always love that. Okay, so I know I definitely ordered one of the Carabella things, one of the texture plates. That's what I went there for, and of course bought other things. So this is nice. Sandra included some tissue paper in here. Very cute. Oh, she watercolored this. Nice. A sticker, business card, a little note. Okay, so I bought this texture plate. Carabella texture plate. This is what I really went there for. This is just so amazing. Kind of don't want to get it all dirtied up, but the name of this is Sun Mandala, I think. Sun Mandala. And then stone paper. I actually have some stone paper already. Oh, and I got a free pack of stone paper. Thanks, Sandra. But yeah, I figured I want to go ahead and try and print on it and make possibly a journal cover with it. That's probably what I'm going to do, a journal cover. Maybe one where you can, or a traveler's notebook type of deal, and just, stick the bands in there around the corners after I print on it. So that's what I got from Zandra's. Let me see here. Paint and Paper Studio.com. I don't know if you can read that. M&M stone paper, you can print on it just like how you would print and cut it like you would regular paper, but it's actually like really finely ground up stone, and it's just used to make paper, so it's very it's kind of tear proof. You can't tear it. You really would have to go in and cut it. It's very durable, easy to manipulate. As you can see on the picture here, someone's made a purse out of it, a bag of some sort, and it says on here it's washable. So yeah, you can use this to make actual wearable items, functional type of items. So I usually just make book covers, so that's what I think about when I see it. But some people have made like pencil cases with them, things like that. Hi, Jude. So if anyone saw the last stream I had, which I know was a while ago, and that huge, just absolutely amazing pack of just, I don't even know how many more. I don't have enough words to explain how awesome that Happy Mail was. But that was sent by Jude. Jude, do you have a yeah, Eminem, you can sew the stone paper too. You can do anything to it. It just doesn't rip when you're using it, and so it's really durable to use as, like I said, a pouch or a pencil case or a book cover. It's not going to damage as easily as if you were to use heavy cardstock to make a book cover or anything like that. So you can treat it like you would fabric, but it's really paper made out of stone. But yes, Jude, she sent that wonderful Happy Mail, and I'm supposed to be getting stencils and Happy Mail to her, but now I'm just like, I can't even possibly come up with anything that'll come close to what she sent. But I'm working on it. What, Jackson? Jude, do you post videos on YouTube? Let's see, what's next? So, from here, I do have something. I bought my art foamies. Yeah, Eminem, the stone paper's been around for a while, but it's really hard to come across because the company that makes it is over. Is it a French company? I think that was French that was on there. Yeah, it might be French. And so, from Stamperia. So you kind of have to find some online stores that sell it. So Zandra's store sells it, and there's one other store I've gotten some from the past. It's called My Rusty Crown, myrustycrown.com. The first time I purchased it, it was from them, and so I don't know if she still has some in stock. But this time I bought it from Zandra. Noticed she had some there, so I would recommend giving it a try. I haven't tried it yet, but I will. And I think there's some videos out there on YouTube. Jackson, do you see Miss Jude's IG handle? You're going to put it up there, a link to it. So, sorry, Jude. This is my son. I'm trying to show him how to moderate the chat. So I kind of have to prompt him when to add things. And I'm also kind of trying to remind him to just try to put some misses on these names every now and then if you can remember. So this comes in a set. This is from Sarah Matthews, and the name I can't quite remember. I think it's Eggs, and it's a layering type of stamp. So this is the outer part, but when you look at these, they very much well can go by themselves, on a print. So this is the outer part, and I see these little notches in here, so that must be how they line up. So, and then this is the second part that goes inside of there. And then this That doesn't quite seem like it matches up though. Or maybe if I decide to skip this middle part, if I decide just to do this, then this will line up perfectly inside of there. So it's 3 parts, so you can have it layered into 3 colors. But I'm noticing it looks like you can skip that middle part if you want to and just have these inside of there. Or if you want, just do like this. So I think that was pretty fun. So I bought that set. I think it was $20. No price on here. It was $20-something. Yep, and the name of it is Eggs. And that's by Sarah Matthews. She was one of the other participants in Pass the Brush. I believe she was paired up with Nat Kalbeck. And, oh, this was the freebie. So, I bought these in July. I think I only have 2 of the little houses. I actually was trying to, like, it kind of sucked me in. You kind of want to get multiple houses so you can eventually, like, you know, print a little town. So I've got 2 houses so far. I think I might have, that's July. I must have June then. Because what did I buy in June? Oh, I bought Nat Kalbeck's foam stamps in June. And then I bought these in July. So they might sucker me into getting an order in for August so I can get my, I think I only need 3 houses. Because that should fill up a 5x7 plate. That's usually what I print on. And so these, sorry for all the crumpling, guys. These are Patty's. Patty Tully Parrish. And so they're her pictographs. And I need to close my window because everybody in town can see me looking at my Happy Mail. Those are her pictographs. And these are larger ones. These are a different set of them. As you can see, the shapes are different. That looks like it's upside down. I don't know. Patty said she can tell which way it's supposed to go. So I might have to ask her. So yeah, I love that. In her live stream today, someone sent her some work they did with them. And they were really faint in the background and it looked so nice. I love that kind of tone on tone look with printing things. You know, just have something subtly in the background and then it just adds a little dimension, I feel like. So next, hold on a second. Let me close this curtain. Sorry, guys. I don't want everybody looking at me. All right. And so now this is some more Happy Mail I sent to myself. It's from a shop on Etsy, if I'm not mistaken. Jude, I think Jackson's asking. Oh, okay, he saw this question. Okay, so this is from Stamped and Sealed Company. And it said they're on Etsy. Oh, let's see what's in here. If I can remember what I bought. So just a thank you card with some emoji stickers. Cute. have Instagram, stamped and sealed on Instagram. And so I bought these. I don't know if they're actually washi tape or just paper. It says masking tape, so it has some adhesive on there. Let's go ahead and pop that open. And let's see here. This is going to peel. Oh boy. Let's do it like this then. That's just going to have to... Oh, okay. Maybe I don't want to cut that. So yeah, that's peels off like that. I'm not getting ready to use it, so I think I'll leave that part on there. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know what to do. Stick that back down. Will it stick? I don't know. But I like the distressed look of kind of like the faded look of the grid. And I'm always a fan of craft paper. So that's why I got this. And the same thing with this one. It's a nice faded look to the lines. I love writing on faded lines. So I had to get that. Had to get it. I bought these tag paper. They're stickers. So just, you know, another journaling spot. Keep buying things saying I want to get into doing little like minimalistic type of journaling. Found a few people on Instagram and YouTube, and I love that aesthetic where it's just, you know, neutral colors, a pop here and there, maybe a muted color, or, you know, just a little pop of color, but it's neutral and it's just really calming. And watching them put it together is calming. I can't remember the YouTube channel, but if I do, I will put that in the description box as well. But there's someone on YouTube I follow and a couple people on Instagram. So then I bought these. I was in a line grid kick, I guess, when it came to purchasing washi tape. So this one is a really subtle line to it. Can you guys see that? Yeah. And let's see. Just leave it out there like that. This one's another line, just in brown, I guess. That one's blue or purple, brown, a larger grid. And green. So just, you know, feeding my washi addiction. Don't use it nearly enough to justify buying it, but I love it, so I buy it. And then this black and white gridded washi. That's pretty common though, but I don't have any, so I bought some. And then the stamps. I love the stamps they had there. Hoping they're good quality. Nice mark making stamps. I guess I didn't check out the dimensions of them. They're a lot smaller than, of course, how they look on the picture. But awesome mark making stamps. This isn't traditional red rubber, so I guess we'll see how this holds up. And then some more. Oh, let me find some white paper. Some more for making marks. And more grids and lines. Told you it was at one point in a week in the past month where I was filling grids and lines. So this is going to be cool, especially since I pulled out sometime last year. I estate sale hunting. There's this roll of paper, and so I think between this and this super like nice and browned pad of paper, I'm going to want to stamp this on here and use it, like I said, in journaling or something like that. Yeah, Peg, I love grids. So just might stamp them on here or something like that. On some nice paper. So that is everything from Stamped and Sealed Company. Awesome stuff. Oh, I forgot someone's postcard. I just saw it over there. This postcard is from Elisa Peterson Design.com. And I know she's on Instagram. Yeah, she's on Instagram as NanaZines_Elisa Peterson Design. That's a long name. That's a long name. So lino cut, and I don't know if she carved this herself or if she got it from somewhere. In the quotes, I think this says Goodwill Girl. Yeah, Goodwill Girl 2020. So maybe she carved this. And yeah, you gotta put that in my binder there. So next up is, where is it? Where is it? Oh no. Ah, here it is. This is an artist who I follow on Facebook and Instagram. She's an illustrator. Actually, she has a web comic that just ended, so I don't know if she has another one as well. I'm into web comics. But she restocked her store online. So I jumped on it and bought some prints. This one, Black Lives Matter prints. And this also I thought was a Black Lives Matter print. Just beautiful colors, absolutely gorgeous colors. And her handle on, should I have a card in here? No cards. Really? Okay. I'm sure it's in this magazine. So, yeah, beautiful colors. And then this one's the Sun Goddess. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous prints. Eventually I'm going to get, I have a wall over here to the right of me. And I'm going to get everything on my prints that I've purchased so far framed and hang them up on the wall. So this book is called Magic Hour. And Geneva Bowers is her name. And her handle, I think, is GDBEE. And yeah, this is just a print of her illustrations. And they're just really gorgeous. Rainbow, mini moons, forest, avocado toast, goldfish. Missed that other one. Yeah, I guess I can't see from here. No, I didn't check to see if it was for a thermal printer. It's a really old roll of receipt paper, so I'm thinking it's not. Most of the stuff that was in the box that I got from the estate sale was at the latest, like the 40s, 50s. It's just really colorful. Beautiful prints. Absolutely love this. And this is her webcomic that she drew. And so, you know, I love anime, I love manga, and so I eventually went over to webtoons. Webtoons, and her comic was over there. But like I said, I believe she just ended it recently, like in July or June. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous book. This is my first time buying her work. Not my first time buying her work. I have stickers of hers, but like prints and stuff. It's my first time buying her prints. And we have two more, and these last two are some serious happy mail. I think, was it not around, like when Pass the Brush was happening or before or after, I can't remember the timing, all that's a big blur. But Tim Holtz contacted me and said he wanted to send me some stuff to play with. And he asked me to look through his stuff and see what I wanted. And I did. It was hard to narrow it down. But this is what I picked. And you know what? When you go to Stampers Anonymous website, I did not know this, but these sets, like, you know, you look at a set and you're like, I might only like 2 out of 3 in some of the sets. You know, you can get every single stamp singularly, only they come on the wooden block. And so I didn't want to do that because when I buy something on a wooden block, I take it off. So I didn't want to do that. So these were the sets where I loved everything in it. So those were the ones I got. But yeah, if you like, all you wanted was this stamp, you can go to Stampers Anonymous and buy this stamp by itself on a block. And that goes for all of their stamps. Like, I was looking through it, like, in all, like, wow. Every single stamp was by itself on a block, and you can buy it like that. So, this is one of the newer stamp sets called Faded Type. Like I said, I'm a typography. I love handwriting and typography and stuff like that. So I had to get that one. Of course, some mark making. Again, typography. This one's called Grunged. And all red rubber, clean stamps. I just prefer, like, I do prefer red rubber stamps. And I prefer them like this, the clean, so that if I want to, I can just kind of bend them and just get a little portion of it. So I'm loving these. These are going to come in handy for, like, making cards. Because, you know, sometimes you have, like, or just blocking out something. Like, when I'm doing these prints and they're just way too busy, I can just take one of these, slap it on there, and it'll just block out some of that color. So that's why I picked that. This, of course, would be a nice little pop in the background, doing tone on tone in the background, so you just get a little bit of texture in the back, but not too much. Same with this. Nice big stamps. Hey Sandra, I just showed the stuff I got from your shop earlier. Thank you so much for the freebie. Really gonna try and make a journal with that. We'll see what kind of cover it ends up being. And now I'm going through some stamps that Tim Holt sent me. And I thought these were nice. Even though, you know, a lot of times I'll go in a book and look for, like, found words or whatever, but sometimes you just want to stamp it on there. So that's that. Love all of those. And then I picked some stencils as well. These are older. I know these have been out before, but I just didn't have them. Needed these in my life. Names, I don't know. This one's String. This one is Thatched. Like I said, these are older. I think these might have come out last year. Code is that one. Linen. And see, like, this is one of the stencils where I wouldn't probably stencil through it. I would lay the paint down and then pick the paint up from in between the lines, and then so I can just have exactly the stencil design on the plate. And then this, I think, is a bubble, like the bubble wrap. And Halftone is this one. So that's that. And last but not least, boom, the Crafters Workshop. I did a post on Julie's page and my page too during Pass the Brush, saying how I just have way too many stencils, but I'll never stop buying them. And of course, the Crafters Workshop was willing to enable me further. And so they asked me to look at some stencils I wanted and pick them out. And then I did. And she sent me an email saying we stuck some extra stuff in there for you. I was like, oh my gosh. So that's what these little pots are and bottles. And let's pull this out here. These are the stencils I picked. So I usually buy things in 6x6 because I prefer to work on a smaller format, but I'm trying to ease my way into getting comfortable with bigger formats. So I have this in the 6x6 and decided to get in 12x12. Don't have this, but of course love this. And actually, Rachel Bellamy, Queenpreneur on Instagram, I think one of the pieces she just posted that she's working, that she's layering up, this looks familiar. So she might have this stencil. And I have this in 6x6. But look how big these are. Even on the 5x7 plate, this will be great to have in the background. Corncob etching, that's what this one is. One of my favorite 6x6 stencils. So I grabbed it here in 12x12. And I didn't have this one. And this one is by Rebecca Mayer. And it's called Screen View. I don't think this comes in 6x6. But yep. This is another one where I would print the actual stencil pattern and not necessarily put paint through the open spaces. So that's those. And then I've always had my eye on these. Nice mark making. This is called Mini Impressions. And I don't think any of the ones that I bought are the newer ones. So this is mini webbing. Love this. I think I'm going to love that design in the background. This one, distressed details. Love that. This actually, let me open this. I have the thing that makes these marks. It's always nice to have it in stencil form and just use the stencil with it. I don't remember picking this one. They might have thrown some extra ones in here. I don't remember this one. Explosion. This one is Dash V. Love this right here. I'm not sure I picked this one either, but I love that one. And that one too. I think that's yeah, this one is Julie's design. Yeah, these are Julie's design. I think I picked that one. And yeah, they probably sent them because they're Julie's designs. And oh, that was just a wonderful pairing for Pass the Brush. I was just so excited about that. So yeah, these, I think I see her use this one all the time. And when we were doing the zine, I think she used this one. So yeah, really like that pattern right there. And this one, I see this one used all the time. Love how that looks in the background. And yeah, this one. Love this one. So, those are stencils. Stencils. Can never have too many stencils. So this is theirs. It's the Ken Oliver spray bottle. And these are his Color Sparks watercolor powders. Place a stencil on watercolor paper. Sprinkle with Color Sparks powders in open areas. Spritz with water. Remove stencil to reveal brilliance. Now spritz the dirty stencil with water and press another sheet of paper onto the dirty stencil. Mix them into gel medium, modeling paste, and paints. Okay. Ooh, love this color. Merlot, fuchsia, orchid, cerulean blue, lime green, and chartreuse. Oh, this looks like it might be the whole set here. Scarlet, marigold, and gamboge. I just love saying that word, gamboge. And it's a pretty color. So those are those. That's going to be exciting. Hi, Glenda. Yeah, I love Julie's stencils. I love, like, her foam stamp is one of my favorite ones. Her writer's block foam stamp is a fave of mine. Her stencils, I have quite a few of her stencils. A lot of them I reach for quite often. So that was a match made in heaven, at least for me. On Instagram, someone was saying they just listened to the podcast and they really enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed doing that podcast. That was my first time doing a podcast, and it was just so much fun. Julie is just a really great interviewer. Of course, you know, she does Make It Artsy, which the company that produces that has a YouTube channel, but off the top of my head, I can't remember. And then it comes on TV on PBS. So she's the host for Make It Artsy. And then, you know, of course, she is the brand ambassador for her brother. And just all of her stuff. I'm really a huge fan of hers. So this is black modeling paste. Light and fluffy modeling paste. I don't know if you can see this, but this looks like marshmallows. Gosh. It looks like you can eat it. Gloss gel medium dries clear and shiny. And matte gel medium. Wow. So I guess it's kind of like I can experiment and mix these up with these and see how they work out. Ooh, this is so exciting, guys. That actually was all of the Happy Mail I have. That was a lot. That was, oh, we're only an hour and a half into it. That seems like I've been talking longer than that. But I got to everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. You know, of course, I did some shopping in the stores. Got boxes all in the way. Let's see here. Just some random stuff. Hobby Lobby has their duct tape on clearance. So I saw this and I was like, oh, that might be cool to use on a journal page or a tag. I don't know, have any of you all used duct tape in your art journaling? I know, I think I've seen Dee Katron use it in her mixed media art, but it was just more of like texture. Like she would take just the regular duct tape, the gray duct tape, and just kind of bunch it up on like an index card or something and use it as texture. And I also saw this. This was on clearance as well, about two tapes, but this one didn't have the clearance sticker on there. But you best believe I got it for the price. I love gold washi. Hi, Sue. I missed you coming in. This is nice. It's kind of transparent in the background there. See how transparent. And kind of, you can see those flowers through there a little bit, the color. But you can't really see that because of the plastic on there. It's a little bit of a delay, so I don't know when you all can see. Let's see. I don't have anything on hand, but that's a lie. Let me just stick it on here. So it might be a nice little added touch on a journal page. I love the honeycomb type of look. It's geometric, which I'm into. It's like either I like really perfectly geometric things, or like with this, I just want to go totally wonky. I go from one end of the spectrum to the other. So guys, I actually think that's going to be it. I don't think I'm going to do any printing today because I have to get back to working on stocking my Etsy store, which is going to be opening back up on Monday. And I got a long way to go. Trying to cut these stencils, but it's kind of looking like Silhouette is having a stocking issue. Like all of their Cameo 4 blades are out of stock on their website, Hobby Lobby's website, but the only place I can find them is Amazon, this company on Amazon, but it's not a prime shipment. So I'm waiting right now for 3 blades to come. I probably should have ordered more than that because they seem to be the only place I can find Cameo 4 blades, which is a little scary because I'm trying to cut a lot of stencils right now. And yeah. I'm glad you could catch me live too, Zandra. I really want to pull out a gel plate right now, but I know I shouldn't because it's already going on 9 o'clock at night. And like I said, I got a lot of stencils to cut. What time is it in Australia, Sue? What time is it right now? Is it already Sunday there? Are you up late? I'm so glad you guys popped back in despite all the issues I've been having. And I'm so glad to get this resolved. You just don't know how glad I am because I was really missing doing these live streams. I'm very surprised about that. Okay, that's good timing for you. Wow, that's a big time difference. But I'm a night owl, and so I was curious how well the picture was going to look with my ring lights. I have a ring light on either side of my desk, and I was worried that it wasn't going to be bright enough. And these lights are on really low right now. I don't even have them probably even halfway up. And from what I can see, the lighting looks really good for you guys. I've never owned a Cricut before. Good night, Zandra. But as far as I can tell, the machines, like the Silhouette, the Cricut, and the Brother, the machines themselves are good machines. I had a Brother, didn't like it, not even 10%. I really disliked working with the Brother Scan and Cut. And I ended up selling it for half of what I paid for it, and had only used it like 5 times. That was pretty disappointing. But I have had the Silhouette. My first Silhouette that I had was the first generation Silhouette, and I bought that probably 7 years ago, and it just went out on me last year. So that I got well over my money's worth for that. The software for the Silhouette is so robust compared to the Brother Scan and Cut software. And I've never worked in the Cricut software, but I get the impression that there were some simple things that Silhouette offered that Cricut didn't, like something like the tracing function. I was watching a video when someone was demoing a newer Cricut, and so Silhouette has a lot of functions in their software, and the software is the basic software is free, and you can pretty much do anything with the basic software. The only reason why I bought the designer software is because it allows me to export SVGs, and so that's how I'm able to offer SVGs in my Etsy shop, because I bought that version of the Silhouette Studio. But their basic version, which you can do anything, you can trace, you can not anything, but you can do everything that you need to do in the basic version, and it's free. So I always suggest with Cricut, I believe their software is free too. Brother Scan and Cut, their software is free. I always suggest downloading the software before you buy the machine. If I had downloaded the Brother Scan and Cut software before buying the machine, I would have probably never bought it. Yeah, so I'm a Silhouette girl 100%. I can't see myself ever going over to Cricut, because there's really nothing about the Silhouette that I'm disappointed with. So yeah. But it's kind of like iPhone and Android. It's Silhouette and Cricut. It's like either you love them or you hate them, or that's just what you're used to, so you stick with it. So I think a lot of Cricut people, don't really try Silhouette because they're just used to, Cricut hasn't disappointed them, so they stick with it. So yeah. Now that we're up and running, haven't had any buffering, got some good lighting, I might even jump on here at night, because I think I kind of prefer this lighting. It's a little bright over here, but I'm not really doing anything over here for you guys to have to pay attention to. This middle section's looking pretty good here. So I might end up jumping on sometime in the evening. Catch you people on the other side of the globe there, Sue. Because when we jump on at, so we're what? You said it's 12 there. Wow, that's a big time difference. I think I said that already. Yeah, so when I jump on at noon, it's early in the morning for you over there. So yeah, maybe every now and then I'll do a morning or afternoon and do an evening stream. Yeah, Peg. Silhouette software is definitely much better. There's still some bugs in there, which kind of give me a headache every now and then. Oh, 2:48 a.m. Wow, thanks for hanging in there. What's what's your name? Is that a handle, or is your real name in there? Jude. Okay, so this is a sweet spot for you too. You're in Australia, right? And so we New Zealand. You're in New Zealand, and Sue is in Australia, right? Yeah, I mean that silhouette for the most part. Last year it was just like it was starting to cut off, and so I got with tech support a couple times, and I'm like, you know what, I can't do this. If it had just been for my personal use, like just I want to make some cute little cards to give to someone, um, then I would have probably kept fighting with it. But because I'm trying to like fill orders, and it was like putting me behind because I was messing up stencil film, I was like, I can't do it. I gotta go ahead and bite the bullet. And it was really worth it because um, the Cameo 4, which is the newest one, it's Bluetooth, and I really hate being bogged down, tied down by cords. I'm a Bluetooth person. My printers are Bluetooth. My headphones are Bluetooth. I try to minimize wires attached to my computer as much as possible. My laptop, I have a MacBook. And sometimes, I might want to move around or whatever. So it was nice having the Cameo 4 Bluetooth. And then also, I think because it was Bluetooth, I could still continue to use my MacBook while I was cutting stencils. With the way the software was working with the Generation 1, the first generation Cameo, when I'm cutting, I couldn't do anything else because the software is constantly, it's hardwired into the computer. You're plugged into the computer. So the it was just the software was a processor hog, and I couldn't even surf the web while it wouldn't even let me minimize the silhouette window to go do something else. As soon as I minimized the window, the cutter would pause, and then when I opened it back up, it would start cutting again. So that was driving me nuts because I'm a multitasker. So having the Cameo 4, it being Bluetooth, I can multitask my butt off. So yeah, I'm in love with the Cameo 4. The blades are a little iffy. It seems like some of the like Hobby Lobby, and not the company I bought them from this last time, but I've bought some silhouette blades off of Amazon, and they've been duds. So I don't know if that's something they're doing intentionally, where they're keeping all the grade A blades for themselves on the Silhouette website and sending the grade B blades to retailers. But it's been kind of hit or miss with their blades, and it doesn't cut as nicely as the first generation Silhouette does. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to be using as much force as the first generation cutter used to use. So I'm having to cut the stencil twice in order for it to go all the way through. So that's a little annoying, but it's worth the Bluetooth option. Hi, Dada. How are you? I want to say your new name, but I'm looking at your name and it might not be. It looks kind of familiar. But I just finished going through a lot of happy mail. So much happy mail. And so now I can play with it. I really wanted to hold on to it and share it with everyone. My stamps and my washi tape and all the stencils I got. Yeah, I'm just so excited to have all this stuff. And it's just been, the summer has been looking up for me. The Pass the Brush was a great distraction from, you know, it addressed issues, but it was also really fun. So it highlighted issues, but it distracted from some things as well. So that was great. And hopefully there'll be another one with a new set of hosts and guests, and so many relationships were made through that. Not only with the people who were paired, but also with just the whole group in general. There were about 50 of us. And just had a lot of fun. Oh, well, I'm glad you decided to jump in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah, I think that's going to be about it. We're going up on 2 hours. Yeah, stencils are definitely a weakness of mine, Dada. I have 3 binders, and now I have more stencils to put in my, I use a 12 by 12 album to store my 12 by 12 stencils. So, I don't have a lot because that's really hasn't been one that I've used. You know, I don't use them that much. They're just so big. But this is a Julie one that I really, really love. Actually, all these probably Julie, not this one. This one's a whole different brand. But I think all these might be Julie's. This one's mine. This one, I was in my shop, but no one bought it. So I kind of pulled it. But I think I want to put it back up there. Because I like it. It's based off of a stamp I carved. And even if you don't want to use it, it's a flower. Even if you don't want to use the leaves, you can use the round part, which I think is a nice pattern. Bye, Peg. Jackson Peg said goodbye. She said good night. So yeah, I got some big stencils. This is a favorite of mine. I haven't used it in a long time, but it's definitely a favorite of mine. These are Stencil Girl stencils. The only Stencil Girl stencils I own. I do have a wish list of them that I want to buy. These are the only ones I own, and I haven't used them yet. And then my stencils are in here. And then this one that I haven't used. I'm ashamed to say there are quite a few stencils that I have in my stash that I have not gotten around to using. This one's one of mine. One of mine. Recently bought this. Found it on Amazon. It's really hard to find. And I have the 6x6 of Magic Ladder. And got the 12 by 12. And so I guess I need to go buy some more pages because I'm not going to be able to put the new ones that I have in here. No space. Maybe I'll take these little ones out. But, yeah. Yeah, I know some people don't want to be bothered with storing their stencils like this. But I like to, when I pick my stencils, when I get ready to print, I pick a bunch of stencils ahead of time to start with. And it's just easier for me to flip through and say, okay, yeah, I think I'll use this stencil today. And then, you know, while I'm using them, they end up piling up. Like I have a pile of stencils, but when I need to clean up, they have a home. They have a page they can go into in there where it's easy for me to look through them and see what I want to use. So I know some people will hang theirs, and that's not for me. I don't want to see my stencils out and about. I just like to be able to flip through them. So I got the pile of stencils I have sitting on the floor, and some of the rest of the Tim Holtz stencils are in there. That's those spots. I have a lot of his stencils. I love these mixed media stencils he has. So yeah, that's what I do. I have Tim Holtz. These are from oh, why can't I remember? But they come in a pack, and they're cut out of craft paper. But once you start getting paint on them, they're really durable. Some that I've cut from Silhouette Design Store. Some that were given to me. Punchinella. I store all that in here. Some Punchinella sitting on the floor in the pile as well. Because this book is usually full. Every page is full. So if I have an empty page, that means it's on the pile of stencils on the floor from the last time I printed. So yeah, these pieces of Punchinella, you can actually buy Punchinella on Etsy. There's one store on Etsy that sells Punchinella, different types. That's where I got these from. This one and this one. This Punchinella is from a store on artfire.com. And I was actually on her design team, and I cannot remember the name of her store. But she is Heather Pearson. What is the name of hers? She has an Instagram page for her shop. Gauche Alchemy. That's the name of her shop. Gauche Alchemy. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Gauche as in awkward, creepy, something. I had to look it up. But yeah, so on Instagram, and she sells Punchinella in her shop on artfire.com. And then the other lady, that's on Etsy. And they sell them by the roll, like 3 feet, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't, especially if you plan on using it in projects. Patty! I'm just babbling right now. I'm kind of at the end of it. I write a song like what? What is something? Yeah, you missed it, Patty. I went through this wonderful happy mail. Zandra was here and she left because I went through the things I bought from her shop. When I saw you with this, I had to go buy it. How about that? Bought a couple other things. Bought that from there, another texture plate. And some stone paper. I was showing everyone your foam stamps, which I put somewhere safe so I wouldn't accidentally put my chair on them. So safe, I can't remember where. Oh, yeah. So everyone, this is Patty Tully Parrish. These are her stamps, in case you didn't know. So her Art Foamy stamps from Art Foamies with an IE, artfoamies.com. Can you see that? I need to ink them up, but I was just telling everybody, if I pull out my gel plate, we're going to be a whole nother hour. The Crafters Workshop added these to the Happy Mail they sent me. They sent me some stencils, and so they added this to this. And these are, what's the name again? Ken Oliver's Color Sparks watercolor powders. And so, you know, it's kind of like the Color Burst. Isn't he the one that does Color Burst too, Ken Oliver? Or is that another guy? Yeah, your pictographs. So that's what these are. They're watercolor powders. And so that's a nice little nozzle. So I think most of them come like in a shaker type thing. So they decided to put these in like the alcohol ink bottles. You see that? So yeah, it looks like I've got a good range of colors here, from the reds to orange and yellows and greens. Nice colors. These two are like the sweet spot for me, I think. And I love throwing a little lime in there. That's not lime though, that's chartreuse. But you know what I mean. And Merlot. So yeah, and then so they can be added to, it says on the back here that you can add them to modeling paste and paints and gel mediums, and to tint them, to color them. So they also gave me gel mediums and a light fluffy modeling paste that I had to quickly close because it just looks good enough to eat, and gloss gel medium. So they gave me all that, and I was so happy. So yeah, just some stencils and stuff. Bought some stuff from Wow, some stamps, and they have some stencils that, even though, I mean, I kind of like how they look like this, but you know, the way they cut them, you can still kind of smell the laser cutting from it. But really cool organic stencils that I plan on slapping on the jelly plates. Yeah. So it's just a lot of random stuff. I've been doing a lot of shopping. And it's a lot of carnage around me. I don't know how I'm going to get out of my space. Boxes, wrapping, bubble wrap, tissue paper, everything. So that's about it. Thanks for joining me. I'm so glad you came back on despite my technical difficulties. And I don't know, now that I got everything up and running, and like I was telling them, my ring lights look very nice on the camera. I can now, without hesitation, pop on at night and maybe do a couple pulls on the gel plate and have some fun. Yes, thank you, Jackson. If you aren't already a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I've spent a lot of money online over the past few months. But then again, I wasn't spending the money on gas, so it all evens out, right? All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, definitely can't wait to play around with these. So either they're going to be recorded videos or I'll come on live. Try to keep it a little short, and maybe that'll be easier for some people to deal with. I know some don't like the long streams, but you know, I try to give something for everyone. So that's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks for jumping on, Patty. Have a good night. Those of you in Sue in England and Jude in Sue in Australia, Jude in New Zealand, right? Who was in England? Somebody in England. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hi, Debbie. Bye, Debbie. Yeah, Pam, please watch the rest. I know you're a haul queen. You are a haul queen. I'm afraid for you to watch the rest of this video because I don't want to enable you any further. I have to go back and watch your videos with the stencils that have the templates because I need to write down which ones of those I want to go purchase. All right. Good night, everyone. Take care. Till next time. Bye. Thanks for the likes.